What's up, everybody? Welcome to Staten Island kayak fishing. Today we are on Raritan Bay, and after a wet launch to a kind of choppy bay, we are going to be sight fishing for bluefish, bass, weakfish, everything that lives along the flats here on Staten Island. That nice long stretch of water that's 3, 4, 5, 6 feet, maybe 8, 9 feet high tide. And normally I'd be casting top water. Today's a little breezy, so I got some tins on here, and we're going to give it a good shot fan casting. I paddled out into the wind, and I'm going to let the wind push me right back to my favorite spot along the beach where I have some houses marked. And I'm just going to fan cast the area, throw a jig around, try a couple different retrieve speeds, and see what's biting. Normally when you come out here you see signs of fish. You see tailing fish, fins of fish, fish crashing bait, of course. You smell a lot of fish. Oh, there we go. Right by the boat as I was fixing my reel. So I guess this is going to be a fun day. I'm still trying to fix my reel. There we go. Alright. So I guess we found the bluefish, even though there's no signs of surface activity today. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And I am fishing for the table tonight, so I actually would prefer a small blue. This one might be a little too big. But it shouldn't be a problem catching small ones. Oh, some choppy seas coming in here. It might be a short day, sure. They fight really good when they get close to the kayak. This guy hit as I was fixing the reel. Normally I have some crushed barbs this time of year, but because the bass were so thick, I didn't crush the barbs this year. Alright, we got him. Here we go. Officially caught. A little too big for the barbecue, so we're going to let this guy swim. I'll try to get a bigger one for fun and a smaller one for the table. There you go. Nice bluefish. Alright, so as I was saying, normally you see signs of fish out here. Today we didn't see any signs. The chop's making it really difficult. The wind is making it kind of difficult to hear them splashing, which is another big way. Smell is another great way. So, you know, keep all your senses open while you're fishing here on the flats. But when you see those tailing fish, when you see them in mating behavior or tailing for food and you cast a specific fish, it's really fun, reminiscent of the fishing I did when I lived in Florida, for sure. Alright, so second cast, nothing. Let's try one more cast. Then maybe I'll put a little bit of a bigger lure on. I do got a couple of rubber shads and a couple of plugs in here. And one crocodile spoon, which for years I hated, but this year the fish just seem to love them more than anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we found the school of nice small bluefish. And that'll definitely be fun for a little while, but we're still hoping for some bigger ones. It's pretty thick out here today, especially for no surface signs. So Raritan Bay has plenty of flats. There's room for everybody, though of all the boats, it's probably the least utilized resource out here. A lot of the boats go to deeper water, burn a lot of gas, and I get it. You got the boat, you want to go far, but these flats right here offer so much fun for the plug fishermen, for the top water fishermen, or for the tin fishermen. And this is also a great area for fluking on a kayak. Alright. Get it in. Oh, quick release. And I got hooked. Anyone who knows bluefishing, that's the best release you can hope for. When the hook comes out, as soon as you touch the leader. Alright, cast number 4, right? Let's see what we get over here. So much fun here. What a gorgeous day. I don't know where everybody else is today. It's the weekend. This place should be packed. Oh, there we go. Alright. So I guess we're going to definitely have dinner tonight, which is good. This one feels like a tiny one. Oh, and I lost him on the jump. It's the way it goes sometimes. Alright, one more cast. old reel keeps loosening up. I gotta put some Loctite on there. These blues certainly test your tackle. If something's not up to snuff, they will not be. Oh, I see a fish on the surface right there. Let me reel this in. So when you see them on the surface, it's real exciting. They kind of hover around. You see their tail. They're looking around for something. They go up, they go down. Ah, no wonder why I didn't get a fish on that one. A little seaweed. It's been a rough year here in Raritan Bay. First we had the cold temperatures. Then we had the algae bloom, which made the bay pretty much unfishable for a couple of weeks maybe. Now the water temperatures are still cold, but the fish are in their typical summer pattern, at least the one that I'm familiar with. And that fish I don't see anymore. Let's see if he's still in that area. We are drifting pretty good, pretty fast today. That wind is stiff, but if I'm out here in a kayak, anyone could be out here for sure. Oh, he's on the surface. Oh, he's following it. That's it, right by the boat he hit. There is nothing better than a kayak side hit right in front of your eyes. Oh my God, so much fun. Another little blue. As I get closer in, you have a little bit better luck with the bass. But we are getting to really low tide right now. Alright. Real easy fishing. Anyone can get in on this. I'm in a super budget kayak. I'm close to land. As long as you got your life jacket, your cell phone, and something waterproof, and maybe a marine radio, you're good out here. Great Hills Harbor's right there. There's usually a lot of boat traffic. A little deeper out in here. You don't need a fancy rod, you don't need a fancy reel, you don't even need a lot of experience fishing. I mean, anybody could reel in a lure, a tin, and there you go. You know, just straight retrieve it. So it's not that hard, it's a lot of fun, it's great fun. You come here in the evening with plugs, you want to get fancy like that, you definitely will get the bigger ones, you definitely will get some bass, especially earlier in the season. Maybe now you got to work for them a little harder and wait for it to get kind of dark. But on these breezy days, I love the tins. That just cut through the wind like it was nothing. I put it right where I wanted. And just an easy, straight retrieve. Couldn't be simpler. Oh, here we go again. All right. We got them pretty good here today off Staten Island. Definitely come down and join me. Oh, wow, he's a jumper. So on the flats, the fights are very exciting. Oh, and the other one is trying to... The other bluefish are trying to grab the jig from his mouth, which is no good because I don't have a wire leader. Oh, on the jump, got rid of him. That is the best way. I am in a pretty thick school and there is no surface signs. This is amazing. This is amazing fun, ladies and gentlemen. Getting closer to land. I started out maybe half a mile from the beach because the wind was coming straight from the ocean. And now I got to do another drift again, so I'm going to get ready to paddle out. So this was drift number 1 for me. I think that was the first cast without a hit. So maybe the fish are deeper right now because it is, like I said, low tide. I'm starting to get really shallow. But I'm gonna work this shallow shelf just a little bit more. Maybe get some bigger ones on the edge. But second cast without a fish. Alright, one more cast and then we'll do a drift. On a calm day, top water is definitely a move over here. So much fun. I enjoy the deadly dicks on the surface. They're one of the few tins that you can skim along the surface naturally. The blow-up hits are really exciting, just as exciting as any top water lure, except on the kayak the tin cast a little easier. And the single hook in the back makes it a little easier for me to unhook him while I'm out here. Alright, this is going to be my last cast, and I'm going to do one more drift. I'll paddle out, and then gonna let the wind push me back inshore. So it seems like they're deeper today, and by deeper I mean, 6 feet of water. Though I do smell them right now. All right, let's take another paddle out. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.